Hey guys, welcome back to Heiko Shaves. My name is Heiko and we have to shave today. Not that I am really scruffy, this is only a day and a half, but in my last video I said that we have to give a new razor a chance in a situation that it's actually made for. The razor I'm talking about is the Maxwell June MJ SX, which is the sensitive skin version of their new DE razor lineup. So the mildest one of the trilogy of the set of three. I have all three sitting here. Here's the EX that I just used in a comparison shave. Here's the MJ and here is the MJ SX. So here, take a look at all three one more time. We have one short handle and two longer handle. And the cool thing about those three razors is that the part that changes from one to the other is really just the top cap. So you can buy one, try it out, and if you want to go a little milder, you buy the SX version top cap, or if you want to go a little more aggressive or more efficient, then you can switch to the EX, and the top cap is each $35. The whole razor, doesn't matter if it's short or long handle, is $89, all made in the United States, 316L stainless steel, very well made, very well fit and finish, and so you can choose to go with a run-of-the-mill, the middle of the road, the MJ, and then if you want to move up or down a step, you can do that later. So we're going to put the two away that we have already shaved with. I have already done a comparison with the EX against Lupo 95 open comb stainless steel. So the EX is out of the race here for now. I'm just going to put that aside. And now I got to make sure I grab the correct one. This is the MJ SX engraved on the top cap there. And we're going to use this in conjunction with a Wilkinson sword blade. The ones are made in Germany. We're also going to use the Maxwell June little blade installation tool. You just drop the top cap in, take the blade, drop the Wilkinson sword blade in, put the base plate on top, take your handle and tighten it up. Ooh, and then you mess it up. Okay, so and then you can hold on to this little tool and never touch the blade and tighten everything up. Then of course you always should look around your razor, make sure everything is aligned correctly, and that looks really good. So MJ SX and about a day and a half of growth in my face. This is perfect for this type of razor, which is really meant to be a daily use implement. So if you shave for the office in the morning every single day, this is the type of razor you should pick. If you only shave every 2, 3, 4 days, then maybe go up to the MJ or even the EX. If you really have a lot of growth in your face, you need a little bit more efficiency. But yeah, the SX specifically designed by Maxwell June for the guy that has sensitive skin, maybe light beard growth or a soft beard that comes off really easily, then grab the SX. The soap and aftershave combo we're going to be using was donated to the channel by Bill Murphy. Hi, Bill. It's the Ariana and Evans Tobacco Road. It's a very masculine scent. There is a little bit of some bay leaf scent in there, some smoke, some tobacco, brown in color, and we have the matching aftershave as well. The soap is tallow based, which I really like. I always enjoy that a lot. Beef tallow is in there, and then the aftershave here, this is the proper alcohol-based scent-matched aftershave. Both Ariana and Evans, company that's very well known in the shaving circles, so check them out. I'll put some links down below. On top of that, we're going to use my home-built Badger brush. This is a Frank Shave handle, which is a Chinese company, but the brush that I got, the knot wasn't great, so I cut it out, drilled it out, and glued a new Badger in there, which is one of my better Badger brushes. Not prickly at all, has very decent scent to it. It doesn't smell bad. This is really a Badger brush that I enjoy using. We already have hot water in the sink, hot water in my emesis basin, and I have hot water in my scuttle. So we're gonna make this a warm lather shave. I'm gonna grab my little soap spoon here. This is not from my wife's kitchen, but this is from shavenation.com. It's much smaller than a normal teaspoon. And then we're just gonna grab some of the soap and squish it to the bottom of my scuttle. Then I throw my spoon in the sink so that the remainder of the soap can soften up and it's easier to clean afterwards. All right, and we're not going to do anything with pre-shave today. I think face is clean. I'm just going to get it moist after we lather up here. So let's grab our badger here, squeeze out most of the water and go right in my scuttle. And then we need to add more water to it as we start building up the lather. All right. Handle is just the right length, not too short, not too long. I don't like to dip my fingers into the lather here. Nice and warm. Very nice, very nice. Badger has a little bit of some backbone to it. Yeah, badger is a natural bristle. Don't be shocked when like a bristle breaks off. It's literally a natural fiber. So you can lose one bristle here and there occasionally, depending on how the knot was glued together, how it was manufactured. Some fancy manufacturers, they tie them so the bottom of the knot is tied together with a string and then glued. Sometimes the bristles are loops, so they are not individual strands, but they are looped and then glued or tied together. Simpson is one of those manufacturers that comes to mind. They make really high quality, but also rather expensive knots that are all handmade, hand tied and hand glued and all that stuff. Even the synthetic knots are still rather pricey. But you know, if you enjoy a good DE razor, quality DE razor, you might also enjoy a quality brush. So I think we're getting there. It's already oozing out of my scuttle here at every corner. All right, let's get the face wet and then transfer over some of the lather into my face here. Very nice, very nice. Very good, very good. Yeah, it's a very, very masculine scent. All right, fresh towel. Let's hang that here properly so it's ready to go. And then let's grab our SX. Let's put the other one rather out of the way. Wilkinson sword blade. There are some of the sharper ones on the market. I like sharp blades, and this is the MJ SX. Let's find out how that goes. It's a very mild one, very friendly little razor. And it has all the features that the EX and the MJ have as well. They have the rounded corners. They even have rounded corners here at the top cap. So there's really nothing sharp edged. Very nice and mild. You can even apply some pressure without any consequences. A lot of more aggressive razors, you have to be really careful. With this one here, it's very gentle on the skin. And the soap is also really doing a good job. I really like the scent. Even though I'm not a big fan of bay rum, I guess the mixture of this, that it has a little bit of the bay leaf scent. Oh, and the dog's going wild. Someone's coming home. Yeah, there's still some left here, even though this is only a day and a half, but that is to be expected. If you want a very gentle and mild razor that is easy on the skin, you will experience that it will take a pass or 2 or 3. All right, let's pick up some more soap here out of my scuttle. You guys know that I am gravitating more towards the more aggressive or more efficient side of razors. That's why I just did this comparison between the Lupo and the Lupo 95 open comb stainless steel and the MJ EX. They're both fairly efficient razors, and I wanted to see how 2 of my favorite razors stack up against each other. And of course the Lupo as an open comb is a little bit more aggressive and bladey feeling. Than the MJ EX. But the MJ EX, really, if I have 2 or 3 days of growth and I grab that, I don't even need to think about it. It's just so pleasant and still so efficient that it gets a good result. All right. There we go. MJ SX across the grain. And down here with a grain, that is my little procedure that I always follow. Ooh, on the t-shirt. Very forgiving, very gentle. All right, let's see what the second pass brings us here. Yeah, I guess with my stubbles, I will have to do a third pass to really get it to a clean outcome. So I don't know if you've noticed, but there are a couple dark brown like speckles, some stuff in the soap. I guess this is part of the soap. And then I guess my badger also has shed a couple whiskers here. Something, oh, there was a bristle in my face. I was like, what is tickling me? All right, let's pick up the remainder of the soap here. So some of you guys have complained that I never do 3 passes. This one here is for you guys, and we're gonna do against the grain. I just hope that I don't get any ingrown hair from it. Very good, very good. You can hear there's still some shaving going on. Yeah. And I'm not doing against the grain on my upper lip. I've explained that in a few videos that if I do that, I get razor burn up there and it's just no fun for the rest of the day. Okay, and then we're gonna do another one against the grain down here. Very good. Yeah, the soap was a little thinner than I expected it. Still have a little bit left here on my jawline. Let's just do a little bit more pickup. And now we're just gonna rinse off. Very good, guys, very good. Yeah, my lather was a little on the wimpy side today, I gotta admit. It was a little chintzy looking. And it has those brown little speckles in there. I don't know exactly what that is, but it's in the soap. It's part of the soap. All right, now let's check this out. I can't see through the dark bottle. When you have kind of small batch manufacturing aftershave going on, they oftentimes don't put it's not an homogenizer, to keep the watery and the oily substances mixed together. The word is escaping me right now. But yeah, what you got to do is to shake it up a little bit. And then we're going to open this. There's a little reducer in there. This is more or less clear colored. There's a puddle in my hand. And we're going to put right on. Oh, very good, very good. Yeah, this is a little bit fresher in scent than the soap. It's a little different. Oh, and I'm getting a good burn out of this. Ooh. Very good. Very good. Result, after, yeah, let's call it 3.5 passes, it's pretty good. Like I said, I am leaning a little bit more towards the, the fast approach, the more efficient razors, get it done quick, kind of 2 passes, and I want a result that's acceptable to my standards. The milder you go, the more passes you have to add, obviously, to reach the same closeness of shave. So if you have a razor where the razor blade is more tucked in, so you have absolutely no positive exposure of the blade, and this here seems to be a negative exposure, or at least on the neutral edge, you will not get the same efficiency. But you get a razor that is more skin friendly. It gives you less irritation, less micro injuries when you're shaving, because the blade doesn't contact the skin as much, and that is for the guys that just have sensitive skin. Yeah, very good. Result is very good. It's acceptable. Took a couple more passes than my usual procedure, but if you end up buying a really mild one because you think, oh, I'm a absolute beginner, you get this and you change your mind. Like I said, you can buy the top cap, $35, and just add the MJ or even the EX cap on this, and it's the same handle and the same base plate. All US made and very good quality. So this is really one of those heirloom pieces that you can hand over to the grandkids one of these days. All right. Turned out great. Ariana and Evan's products. We're back on the show here. Thanks, Bill, once again for donating this to the channel. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the shave. See you in the next one. Take care. Bye.